Since we're on school, let's talk about your boarding school. You went to boarding school.
Harry Potter days.
So talk to us about this boarding school incident, and I want to hear some stories too now.
All right, we can see how much I can tell you. I don't gonna give it all up. But I went to the Orme School of Arizona for all 4 years of high school.
Okay.
That was in Arizona, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Northern Arizona, in a city called Mayer. Super small area. Like, I don't even know the population, but tiny. Like, just a small part in the middle of nowhere, Arizona. Close to Prescott, Arizona. But yeah, man, it was a unique experience. Like, I didn't know that I'd be going to boarding school when I came to the States, obviously. I got there in the 4th grade, so that's primary 4, right? And then by the time it was time to go to high school, which was after 8th grade, like, my grandma had passed away, rest in peace, and we had some family members come in from the East Coast to, like, go to her funeral and whatnot. And he was reading my cousin Michael Van Leesten. He was looking through like my writings and things like that I had done in junior high and middle school. And he was like, you should try and get him into a boarding school, a private school, actually is what he said. And then we looked at 2 schools, Verde Valley School, which is also in northern Arizona, and then the Orme School. And the Orme School had a nice basketball gym when we went to visit, so it was an easy pick at that point.
I thought you were a soccer player back in the day.
Back in Singapore, yeah, not in the States.
Yeah, right.
I was getting these buckets. No, but so yeah, all 4 years of that, I was out there, won a couple state championships. My sophomore year, I was like part of the bench brigade, but you got to earn your stripes. We had a really, really good starting 5.
Oh, you was on the bench?
Yeah, man. Everybody's played on the bench at some point.
Oh, you was a bench warmer?
Yeah, man. But I came in and, hey, listen, I put it this way. I was the first player to score, not 100 points myself, but I was the first player to put up the 100-point shot in our school's history for like 40-something years. Nobody has scored 100 points, and I hit the 3 coming off the bench.
So you did that getting splinters?
Nah, man. Listen, we had nice benches with cushions. I was comfy.
All right.
But no, I was the 7th man, but we had like a six deep rotation.
Okay.
So I had to, but you earn your stripes, and I worked against really good guys in practice, so it made me a lot better. Plus, I was only a sophomore. That's 15. So it made me a much better basketball player learning from them. Right. One of my friends, he was our center at the time. He actually left our school that year. He was a junior. Left for his senior year. He went to Mount Zion, which is where, if y'all don't know, that's where Tracy McGrady went to high school. And he went there for school.
That's my favorite basketball player, if y'all didn't know.
Yeah, see, he got a different favorite basketball player every week.
My favorite basketball player of all time is Tracy McGrady.
Then he likes John Wall. Then he likes Steph.
Yeah,
He's a Boban guy.
Yeah, okay, now we talking.
This guy likes
we talking.
Everybody popping is Jordan's favorite.
Now we talking.
But and now he's actually him and Clint Capella are quite good friends. They were They were the first Swiss team to qualify, I want to say, for the Olympics or for one of these FIBA tournaments. They won a tournament and qualified from Europe to do that. So shout out to my boy Michel Ofik Nzegi. That's my guy. But yeah, great talent. And then my junior year, we had some other great talent. I was probably the 2nd best player on the team that year. And then my senior year, it was my time to shine. You know what I mean? And
what was your numbers in your senior year? Can you tell the people, please?
What did I average my senior year? Probably around 23, 24 points, something around there. And we lost 2 of our first 3 games, and we finished the season 20-2. So we just went on a run after that, and that's including the playoffs. I won tournament MVP for the playoffs. I lost Player of the Year vote by 1 vote. That still kind of irks me, I'm not going to lie to you. But I played that guy that beat me in the semifinals, and we torched his team.
Oh, so they didn't. Okay.
So, and you know what? It's okay. Like if
so it's basically a regular season award.
Yeah, he got season MVP, but I got finals MVP. Okay. And a ring on my performance, right? So
you mean tournament MVP or not the finals?
I mean, same difference, right? Tournament MVP you don't only give to the people that are in the championship. Like it was either me or the team we played.
So there was a guy that actually got the finals, like most man of the match or finals.
No. It was just like tournament MVP was based on the whole playoffs, but it was also like you're only going to give it to the guy that's in the championship.
Okay.
So they had my name on the award, so that was kind of cool.
All right. We don't believe until we see it. So
that's
I want to see the medal.
You know what? That's easy.
All right. We want to see the medal.
Easy work. I have my folks send me pictures of it. No problem.
Well, okay. Well, since we're kind of in that boarding school thing, can you talk to us about the you're kind of a good writer.
Yeah,
you can write a little bit.
Yeah,
so I think you won something, or you wrote something for the BLM, which is what? Or
so, no. So yeah, okay. I think I know what you're talking about. So no, I wrote in a. It was called In Search of Fatherhood.
Okay.
It was in a Philadelphia-based magazine. And all 4 years of high school, my dad actually was the one that helped set this up, but he put me in touch with somebody that was the chief editor of the magazine, and they were putting together a children's corner, as they called it, because the magazine was based on a whole bunch of other, aspiring young black and minority families and groups that are doing things for less than adequate scenarios for other kids. So they wanted to have the youth voice in there as well. So it was me and this other girl that had our own sections. So I had my own section in this article. I mean, in this magazine. Every magazine that came out, and I'd write poetry, little short snippets of things here and there. And it definitely helped because it was only once a month, but it made me start thinking about how to write creatively instead of just writing for school. Because for school they kind of give you a guideline. They say, you write about this, do this, follow this, and give us what we want. But for this, I was able to just kind of go free, and they never turned down anything I wrote. They never said, "No, we don't want this." And it made me start thinking in a way that I think has helped me down the line, which is that you write based on inspiration, but you can't just sit around and wait for inspiration to hit you. Okay. Right? Because I still have deadlines to hit. I still have things that I need to make sure that I'm bringing forth to them to check and look through. So you kind of have to search for inspiration sometimes, right? You have to find a way to look for inspiration throughout your days and say, oh, that's something I could write about. And that's what we need to do, man. You just knocked the mic too. So you see me? See this guy? Smacking the mic all over the place.
You see that. You see that. All right, I got you.
But yeah, man, it was great. It was a great experience. I stopped after my senior year because I was coming back out here for NS. So I didn't want to have to worry about doing this and the time limits and all that kind of stuff, or deadlines. But it helped me. In more ways than I probably even know, because I was so young. All I was doing was doing it, but it made me just think in a different way than I was up to that point.
Okay.
So I enjoyed it.
If you enjoyed this short clip, go check out our full episodes on Spotify, Audius, and YouTube, as well as stay tuned to our Instagram for updates on new clips, giveaways, and our future guests. Keep your eyes glued on the Singer Point of View.